Our second event that's coming up next month is the Pageant of the Masters. And we have Sharbi Higuchi here, who's going to tell us all about it, and if you ever want to be a volunteer and all the great things that are surrounding that. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me here today. There's so much going on at the festival.
I know, I bet. So let's talk about the overall Festival of Arts and you know, how it came about.
Oh, how it came back. Well, it came about back in 1932. And actually what happened, it was during the Great Depression, and the Olympics was going on up in Los Angeles, and the town folk of Laguna Beach and the artists got together and say, hey, let's figure out a way how to get people down to Laguna Beach from the Olympics, and they came up with this idea of a celebration of the arts. And it happened throughout the entire city of Laguna Beach, and it worked. People came down, and that is the very humble beginnings of the Festival of Arts Fine Art Show.
So actually, how did it start where they began doing what they do today?
The pageant portion or the art
show? The pageant portion.
Well, the following year, the artists got together and they were like, hey, we want more people into our art show. What can we do? So what they did is they dressed up like famous works of art, and they paraded around the city of Laguna Beach, and like the Pied Piper, they had people follow them into where the art show was located at that time. So actually, the beginning stages of the pageant was a publicity stunt, and it worked. And then it came about 1935, a gentleman by the name of Roy Ropp said, hey, you have something in these living pictures, I'm going to make a wonderful theater production out of it. And then he changed the name to the Pageant of the Masters. So what started out as a publicity stunt is now this incredible production that there's nothing like it anywhere else in the world.
Well, no kidding. I mean, I've been to it a couple different times, and it really is amazing. We were there last week looking at behind the scenes, and we're showing some footage right now behind the scenes. But, you know, it's not just the Pageant Masters. I mean, that's kind of like the culmination at the end. But when you first get there, there's a lot of different artwork to look at, and you mentioned that we do have 2 artists from Laguna Woods that are appearing there.
Yeah, so at the Festival Arts Fine Art Show, we have 140 artists, and I'm going to give a shout out right now to Sherry Cohen, who lives here, as well as Brian Giberson. Brian Giberson is a mixed media artist, and Sherry's a jeweler, and their work is phenomenal. So those of you come down to see the art show, make sure you say hi to Brian and Sherry.
That's great.
And that's great. And and all our artists come from throughout Orange County. It's a juried fine art show, and it's a real honor to get into our show. We're kind of like probably one of the oldest fine art show that's out there, particularly that's starting in California. We're over 85 years. But in addition to the art show, we have all type of fun activities, lots of great entertainment, lots of hands-on art activities that our patrons can participate in. And I tell you, the music series have gotten better and better every single year. And we have entertainment every night, and on the weekends we have special events and a really wonderful concert series on Saturday afternoons. So it's just a wonderful place to come all summer long and really get embedded into the arts. And then of course at night is that wonderful Pageant of the Masters performance.
How long is the Pageant of the Masters performance? Is it about an hour, hour and a half?
It's roughly about 2 hours with intermission. So it starts at 8:30, and the reason it has to start at 8:30, it needs to be dark because that is the secret, is the lighting. Absolutely. So, so what I'd said is that we basically take live people, they're all volunteers, we dress them up in makeup and costume, and then we put them in these beautiful sets, and we recreate these famous works of art on stage, and then it's all accompanied with some wonderful orchestra music and a live narration, and it's quite the production. And I will tell you, over the years it has gotten better and better, and there's lots of surprises in store for our audience this year, so be on the lookout for UFO. I'm going to ruin some surprises here. It's a little bit of lasers this year. Yeah, some fun, and a canine companion, a little dog named Leonardo.
Oh, I love it. Now the theme this year is the time machine.
The time machine.
So give me just kind of an overview of what that's supposed to mean.
So we're doing something a little different this year. We're going to actually have a storyline from start to finish, and we're going to have some time travelers, and they're going to visit different eras of art, and it's all through the notebook of a very famous artist that we all love and adore, which is Leonardo da Vinci. And so we really pay tribute to the creation of wonderful art, as why we tip our hat to the sciences as well.
Well, right, and I'd like to be able to show the one that was the moon landing.
Yes.
And that is really cool. I mean, I saw some of the costumes already, and it just looks amazing the way they make it.
It does look amazing. You know what's really amazing, though, is the fact that all the people that you see up there on stage, they're all volunteers.
Right.
It takes 500 volunteers to actually put on our show.
Right.
And they come from everywhere, as far north as Los Angeles, San Diego, Temecula, but it's quite a commitment. And by the end of the summer, they would have committed like 60,000 hours of their time to us. All because we are a nonprofit.
Right.
And all the stuff we do is in support of arts and arts education. We have an incredible scholarship program. We have given over the years probably $3 million out in scholarships. Through our foundation, another $3 million out to local art organizations. So it is really a give back organization for the sake of the arts.
That's great. That is awesome. Now let's talk about when it is. So it starts July 7th.
Well, the art show starts first. It starts on July 5th and runs through August 31st. And then the pageant we open up on July 7th and it also runs through August 31st.
Okay.
And I'll give you guys a tip. Buy a Pageant of the Masters ticket, and that ticket actually is 2 shows for the price of 1 because it's a season pass to the Festival of Arts. So all of those music series I was talking about, the special events, you come back, show your pageant ticket at the entrance, and you'll get in free to the art show.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's
that
great.
Not incredible?
Oh, that is really great. All right, well, perfect. Well, I love all the information, and I look forward to the show, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. And remember that it starts July 5th, not July 7th, because that's part of the Festival of Arts, and runs through August 31st, and you can always go online and type in Pageant of the Masters and get all the information. We'll be right back.